we got the benches made. You see here, what we did is we countersunk the screws. So we're going to have plenty of storage in here, and what we're going to put in here is like toilet paper, paper plates, you know, lightweight stuff. That was the whole purpose of changing out the sofa, so that we can have it lighter up here. Okay, there's part of the seating. Of course, we're going to trim the corners here, and the corner here, and the corner there, and the tabletop will be rounded on the end. And we're going to have these on a piano hinge so it lifts up. So this gap right here, we're going to fill it with a piece of the wood here, so that when we lift this up, then, you know, I won't have a dust catcher there is what I'm getting at. And plus, he's going to reverse the outlet, and put it inside this here, so that all the cords will go down in there. I know, this is all after the fact, but you know what? There's always room for improvement. Always. Okay.
I think we need to, there we go. Oop. Just made a jig for this, so it's the same thing. It's a little bit easier than a tape measure. It's pretty square across here, so it runs with the tile. So visually, it's good. So.
And I laid the tile. I did a good job.
Well,
keeping it square.
Yeah, this is our adjustment to the couch that we have here.
Don't get us wrong, we like that sofa.
This gives us more table space.
Yeah. No, it's weird. A lot of people are taking their dinettes out and we're putting one in.
Okay.
See there? See how straight that is? That's cool. Woohoo! He is putting supports, cross members across, so that it strengthens everything, because he can't mount the end here. So we want to make sure they're not going to sway.
Right, like this.
Yeah. Sweet. Be in there to stay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Y'all, we're about to glaze our pieces. He's got a bucket. He's going to mix it in. This is our bar glaze. It's just like what we used in the kitchen. Okay, here's our 3 pieces. I took a tack cloth. Make sure we get all the trash off. And yes, we're doing it in the backyard. But this stuff is really smelly, so you really do not want to do it inside.
This is your resin. This is your hardener.
You have to pull the whole thing in there?
Gotta do the whole thing. We're gonna use all of it.
That's your hardener.
Both clear. It's supposed to be a quart. Here we go.
The mixture. He's going to stir the mixture.
You need to stir it for 4 or 5 minutes. But you don't want to stir it so you fill it with air. You just want to swirl it, because you don't want a bunch of air trapped down in it.
That's right, because it'll cause bubbles in the finish.
And what takes the last time we did this, we had to do it with AC going.
And we had to do it in the house.
Yeah.
And it was hot and smelly. Oh my gosh, it was smelly.
But it was also too humid to do it outside.
But we weren't sleeping in the house.
You know, it was just using the house.
We were using it for storage back then.
When this stuff starts kicking, it'll get warm when it starts curing off. But you've got a good, I think it said 20-30 minutes of working time with it. It's just clearing up. It was a milky color before, so now it's clearing. And you got to make sure you mix it off the bottom, because the resin will just stick down there. You don't want to mix air with it.
You want to do the middle one first? Oh, and ladies, when you're doing this, wear a ball cap or pull your hair back really tight, because your hair, if the wind's blowing just a little bit, hair will get in your finish here, and you don't want that. Okay, as y'all can see, it's got a few bubbles in it, but it's on the box. It says it takes a couple of hours for the bubbles to all work out, because you know wood has air in it, so that's just the air bubbles coming through. But aren't those going to be gorgeous? Look how pretty those are. And it'll level itself out, so I'm excited. Well, that's not going to look too shabby. I love it. Right now I've got these 2 cushions on there because we're going to have cushions made. And I'm going to have to find somebody to do that. I haven't found anybody yet, but this will work. Because y'all, we're going to be leaving here shortly, and we just got to get this done. Be finished. I got to caulk and paint, but other than that, it looks pretty darn good. Okay, today is the day that we mount the table. We got our bracket in. It's a big heavy duty thing. I'm going to spray it white, and he's going to mount it in the middle. We're going to take this board down because we had a temporary table up there for a couple days. So we're going to take that down, make it smaller, and he's going to mount this bracket right here. And then we're going to put our table on. Woohoo! We decided to leave that board back there for support. Of course, I'm going to paint it white. And we think it's going to work out pretty darn good. Of course, he used his Craig jig to put holes in it so that it mounts good. See there? Go. Sweet. More support. Putting a T-support under here since our bracket is like a T. Now he's going to crank that to the wall. We love that Craig jig.
Best deal that Canadians ever did.
Oh, it's Canadian?
Yep.
Sweet.
Now this will rest on that. All I'm doing is countersinking.
Oh, to screw the two of these together.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh.
Just a little bit more strength. That's all. Oh.
See there, y'all. That's why he's the builder.
Give me that. All together now, it's all rigid. It's not going to go anywhere. Hand me that tabletop. Let's see here. So once we get the bracket on there, yeah, about the right height there.
That's the bracket, folks.
The reason we got it like this is so we don't have a lot of them RVs have legs out here. Because we shrunk this down a little bit, we don't have the room of a big RV. So we just got a metal bracket to hook to our tabletop. And we'll have a blind.
This is a cantilevered table.
Yeah, cantilever table. Because we're not worried about making this into a bed or nothing. This RV's just for us.
Right. This is a Frank Lloyd Wright kind of deal here.
Yeah. And behind here, we have access. There's 2x4s in structure behind here to hook all this to. I just need a stop to get this flush. That's what I'm after. The reason I'm putting this support under here, this pine board, is to get a little rigidness to this, because this is thin, and this wouldn't. Once you put it up here, you wouldn't be able to lean on the corner enough, just with that single bracket. So this pine board under here is 11 inches wide. It gives the support to this once it goes on there. So there we go. Yeah. It's pretty sturdy. Now you can't put 100 pounds on it like this because you tear loose from the wall. But 10,
Yeah.
15, 20 pounds, you're fine.
It's not for setting on.
Yeah, it's not for sitting on. It's just for eating off of. Lightweight stuff.
Cooking. Computer.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
See how lovely. Wow. Pretty well dead on. And it's got, you got plenty of leg room here, which is really good. We've got some thick cushions that are going to be put on here too. So,
Yeah.
so that'll be good. No bar out there, so that's good.
I love that.
And it's really level. Once I get it secure, it'll level out even more. Pull that down.
Okay, he's going to countersink this to the support there.
So when my board goes on there, I put my drill holes in this too. So. That'll stop the cupping. These wide boards want a cup. See how that come up there?
Mm-hmm.
That's down there now.
Okay.
Now if you put a leg on it,
Yeah.
and we could add a leg to give it more. If we're going to use it for something heavy, I mean, we could put a leg underneath here.
Yeah, the fun part begins. The drilling from underneath. Laying on the floor. In a little small space with a big man.
I'm just anchoring the bottom of this bracket under here. For me.
Okay, here he goes.
There's one.
Well, this is basically the finished product. What do y'all think? I love it. Love it, love it. Sweet.